Level 1. The Recruit. You are 23 years old. You placed first at DEF CON's global hacking tournament, and the CIA recruited you straight out of college. You thought you were going to be solving the digital crimes of the global elite. Instead, you are stuck in a windowless basement at Langley, writing firewall patches for outdated government servers. Frustrated, you decide to find out what the system is really hiding. You start probing the internal network. You bypass the air gaps. You escalate your privileges. After 7 months of quiet testing, you finally achieve root access to the CIA's master intelligence database. You go looking for the grand conspiracy. You search for the secret order that controls the world. But what you find is worse. Flight logs to private islands in the Caribbean, shell companies moving billions through offshore accounts. Every file leads back to the same circle of names: financiers, politicians, billionaires. You expect to find the government hunting them. Instead, the investigations simply stop. You realize there is no secret society, just a network of the most powerful people on Earth, tied together by the crimes they helped each other bury, and a system that quietly protects them. Maybe it's a real Illuminati. Level 2. The Leak. You hold the darkest secrets on Earth, but in the real world, you are invisible. You live alone. You have crushing social anxiety, and you haven't spoken to a woman in a year. Your ego gets the better of you. You log onto an encrypted dark web forum and start dropping anonymous, vague hints. You want people to know how powerful you are. You brag that you can expose every corrupt billionaire in an instant. Forum users ironically warn you that the Illuminati is going to come for you. But you don't get assassinated. You get a DM. She is fascinated by you. You move to a secure video chat. She is gorgeous, brilliant, and completely out of your league. She validates your ego. You start bragging about hacking the CIA database, and she totally believes you and looks impressed. After 3 months of intense digital romance, she tells you she works for a billionaire financier who hosts exclusive retreats. She sends you a first-class ticket to visit her on his private island in the Caribbean. You know exactly what happens on that island. You've read the unredacted files. You know her boss is a monster, but you are lonely and your ego blinds you. You rationalize it. It's just a date. You aren't doing anything illegal. So you pack your bags. Level 3. The Honeypot. You fake a sick week at Langley and fly out. The island is a paradise, but the atmosphere is heavy, dark. But your ego protects you. You tell yourself this is just a reconnaissance mission to find out what's really going on. You are going to expose him. You are going to save her. You finally meet her in person. But you also meet him, the billionaire. He is charming, disarming, and terrifying. He invites you both to a private party. He reassures you it will just be drinks and conversation. But that night, the trap is sprung. Surrounded by unimaginable wealth and temptation, you give in to your darkest impulses. You are compromised in a highly illegal, heavily orchestrated scenario. The next morning, the billionaire calls you into his office. The girl is nowhere to be found. He slides a tablet across the desk, playing a high-definition video of exactly what you did last night. Then he shows you a video chat recording, admitting to a woman you have a root access to a CIA database. You say you lied to impress her, but he doesn't care. He will expose you if you don't do as you told. He just wants a ghost in the machine. He demands you use your unlimited access to do small favors for him in exchange for keeping the video offline. You fly back to DC in a cold sweat. You have officially become a part of the machine you wanted to destroy. Level 4. The Digital Fixer. At first, the favors are small. You delete a customs alert for one of his private jets. You scrub a few names off an Interpol watch list. You tell yourself it's temporary. You're just buying time to figure out a way to outsmart him and take him down. But then, the requests escalate. The billionaire isn't just hiding his empire. He's actively hunting anyone who threatens it. And you are his weapon. An investigative journalist gets too close to exposing the island's operation. You plant highly classified government defense files directly onto the journalist's personal laptop. You anonymously tip off the FBI. The journalist's life is ruined overnight. The story is dead. A week later, you get an order to quickly stop a whistleblower trying to flee the billionaire's network. You freeze his bank accounts. You flag his passport with Interpol Red Notice for international fraud. You sit in your windowless basement at Langley, watching him get detained at the border on a live surveillance feed. You wanted to be the hero who solved the crimes of the global elite. You thought you were going to save people. Instead, you are their digital janitor, cleaning up their messes and destroying the actual heroes. The guilt is suffocating. You stop sleeping, you vomit in the Langley bathrooms. The windowless basement at the CIA used to feel like a boring prison. Now it feels like a minefield. Every time a senior analyst walks past your desk or a routine internal audit email hits your inbox, you freeze. You are convinced this is the day they find your unauthorized backdoors. When you leave the agency, the terror follows you home. Every time your encrypted phone buzzes in your pocket, your stomach drops, knowing it's him with another life for you to ruin. But the worst part is the doom scrolling. You can't stop yourself. In the dead of night, bathed in the blue light of your monitors, you scroll through missing persons databases and buried local news reports. You see the headlines about sudden disappearances, tragic accidents, and ruined families. The authorities always hit a dead end. The police always say they have no leads, but you do. You know exactly which flight logs you erased. You know which security cameras you disabled from your terminal. You know the exact coordinates of the island where the trail goes cold. You watch tearful interviews with families begging for answers, knowing exactly what happened to the people they love. You hold the godlike digital power to expose all of it, but instead, you are the reason the authorities will never find the evidence. Level 5. The breaking point. You can't take it anymore. Over 3 weeks, you quietly compile the billionaires' entire network into an encrypted file. The offshore accounts, the flight logs, the names of every compromised politician. You are going to send it to every major news outlet on Earth and burn his empire to the ground. You sit in your dark apartment, ready to deploy the leak. But the reality of your situation hits you like a freight train. You are a hacker. You can wipe any server on the planet. But you realize you have absolutely no idea where he keeps his physical tapes. He has the power to utterly destroy you. You will spend the rest of your life in federal prison. You realize the ultimate humiliating truth. Your god-tier digital power means absolutely nothing against physical analog leverage. So you just quietly delete the file, you turn off your monitors, and the next morning, you drive back to Langley, swipe your badge, and go to work for the Illuminati. So, what would you do? Would you send a file, burn the elite to the ground, and spend the rest of your life in federal prison? Or do you keep your head down, enjoy your millions, and stay on the payroll? Let me know in the comments what you would choose. If you want to go deeper down the rabbit hole and see more stories from the dark side of the world, hit subscribe. The system is rigged, but we are just getting started.